What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trickwood. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different, a little bit out of the ordinary, but 8.3 is right around the corner. A lot of changes to our beloved Holy Pally, and we just kind of want to dive into some of these changes and kind of go over some key things to keep in mind going to the next tier to make sure you're on top of your A game and putting out the most throughput as possible. But either way, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. The obvious big nerf. Glimmer's weaker, 12% weaker, and you could only have it on 8 targets now. So prior to this change, you would pop wings, and with the Sanctified Wrath talent that you should be running, your Holy Shock cooldown is cut in half. So this would allow you to spam it across your raid, throw Glimmer on the boss, so each time after you use Holy Shock, it's fucking smacking them with the Glimmer. Now you probably can't, now you're going to have to just be strictly using it for healing, and not offensively in most situations. Of course, if there's absolute downtime, use it offensively still. But yeah, it definitely stinks, guys. Nobody wants to get nerfed, especially when you read the patch notes. It seems more daunting than it really is. Like a 12% hard nerf, and you could only have 8 of those bastards. That's kind of tough, but it's really not that bad. Nothing's going to really change. The meta's going to be the same. And that'll lead me to our next segment on things to keep in mind in 8.3 to make sure you are still a top fucking dog in the raid. Alright, start this off. We're going to do Holy Shock and Crusader Strike first. Biggest thing I see a lot of Holy Pallies doing correctly is they will push back their Holy Shock because they try to, squeeze something else in that window and end up just basically pushing it back a second or half a second, which is just dog shit. Terrible thing to do. The other thing I see, Holy Shock is almost off cooldown. You think, oh, a Crusader is going to help me get it quicker. A lot of times, you're getting that Holy Shock next GCD either way, right? So you actually casting Crusader Strike is just wasting. Because if you're getting it next GCD anyways, and then you're casting Crusader Strike to still just use Holy Shock at that next GCD, what? You're wasting 1.5 seconds of Holy Shock, essentially, by throwing that one charge of Crusader Strike out the window, if that makes sense. Your goal is to maximize Holy Shocks and Crusader Strikes. If you can get the most value out of each of those, I promise you'll see throughput increases. Just from this alone. If you just careful. Wait, you go right there, wait. Just wait, Holy Shock, then you Crusader Strike. There's no need to rush, to always be casting. No, Holy Shock, Crusader Strike. Right there, you can do 2. Perfect, and then boom. I didn't push back Holy Shock. I got what I needed. Right here, I'll wait. Holy Shock. We can Crusader. Get Light of Dawn here, too. And now I'll wait. Cash Holy, yep. Light of Dawn. Hey, we got a proc. Crusader, wait. Holy Shock. We'll Light of Dawn, we'll have time. No, we'll wait, we're chilling. Boom. Crusader. We'll do a Light of Dawn because we have room. We have time. We'll wait a second. Holy Shock. Crusader Strike. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. But basically, all you're doing is getting the most value out of each Holy Shock and each Crusader Strike. So many fucking Holy Pallies shoot themselves in the foot, basically. And with the nerf, Blizzard will shoot you enough. You don't have to shoot yourself in the foot. Blizzard will cut us down enough. So, just focus on that. Each fucking Holy Shock, you need to fucking get the most value out of as possible. Alright, y'all. Next thing we're going to look at is Light of Dawn. And this is actually a very common ability people sleep on. And by that I mean they don't really get the most value out of it as they can. Holy Shock is obviously your number one, your best, your bread and butter. But direct healing wise, it doesn't do as much as Light of Dawn. Light of Dawn does 10k to 5 dudes, so 50k, we'll call it 50k. Holy Shock, 27k. But again, obviously there's Glimmer attached to it, but we're not keeping that in mind at the moment. Light of Dawn is your best non-Holy Shock, non-Crusader Strike thing. If you have a safe window that it's not going to delay your Holy Shock, it's not going to, you don't have Crusader Strikes, 2 charges just waiting. Holy Shock, Crusader Strike, then Light of Dawn. And then if there's a point where you have a window after Holy Shock, Crusader Strike, and Light of Dawn's not up, then yeah, you would use a Holy Light, Flash of Light. Don't sleep on how strong Light of Dawn is. And if you're hurt too, it's gonna focus you. It's 5 injured motherfuckers in front of you, and if you're an injured motherfucker, it's gonna heal you. So if you add that into your rotation, just get used to using it and getting value out of it, and facing the right direction when you're using it, you'll get some good value out of it, man. It's a strong heal. And at 10k a pop, let's assume it crits. So instead of 10k per person, 25k a person. So that 50k heal jumps to 125k. I know 5 people getting the crit is very unlikely, but just for the sake of math, assuming it does, 125k for the Light of Dawn, and then Holy Shock critting at 65k. That's double. That's double. Again, not including Glimmer. Glimmer's still fat. Holy Shock is still your the king move to use, but just keep in mind how valuable and how strong Light of Dawn really is. Next thing we're going to look at is cooldown weaving. And basically what cooldown weaving is, you're trying to avoid wings and then using Holy Avenger right afterwards. That's incorrect. But before I go any further, I'm going to quickly... Avenging Wrath is 31 seconds when you run Light's Decree, which you should be running. And Holy Avenger is 20. So that means you have an 11-second window to get your shit going, essentially, after Wings. So after Wings, you have 11 seconds to get Holy Avenger online before you start losing value. That being said, nothing else, like from earlier in the video, nothing else changes. Everything's the same. Holy Shocks, Crusader Strikes. But now you're just going to slowly roll out your biggest cooldowns, essentially, right? So, to start it off, you always want to Wings into a Holy Shock. So once the cooldown in GCD is getting close enough, Wings into a perfect fucking Holy Shock. Same rotation. Nothing changes. But then you get a window to pop your Holy Avenger while still doing the correct rotation. Okay, I'll just wait. There we go. Got a double. So basically, with cooldown weaving correctly, at least, you're not going cooldown to cooldown, so you're not doing a Wings into a Holy Avenger, because that's incorrect. And you're also not missing that 11-second window. You're hitting that window. One of the last things we're going to end on is UI, and this is something a lot of people, I don't think, really appreciate how big of a difference it really does make. But being able to have all the information you need in a nice condensed location, you know, you're not looking left, right, up, down. You're looking in one spot, getting all the info you need, and you're able to perform well based off of that. You know, don't swap to LVY mid-tier. You know, don't make any drastic changes when you have raid in an hour or something like that. You know, if you have time to like play with things, I would 100% recommend trying to get LVY, get some add-ons that kind of clean up your UI altogether. Raid frames, maybe just adding some more keybinds. Maybe you click some shit. There's something you can do that will make your time in a raid much easier and make you do better. I couldn't imagine playing the way I played before now that I've swapped over. Just being able to see mechanics, see raid frames, see, you know, your DBM, your weak auras, just in a better, clearer way is just gonna make you better. This was your boy's first time doing anything like this, so any feedback's appreciated. If you loved it, you hated it, you think I'm some big fucking clown, hey, leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And hope you guys have some good luck in 8.3. Keep pumping, keep grinding, baby, and we'll see you all soon.